making sure that the people lived in this neighborhood before being allowed inside. And then as the vehicles leave, they are searching those vehicles, popping trunks, taking a look at all the vehicles, because as we have been told, that suspect was left on foot. It has been a very long morning here. We got here around 8 o'clock or so, and already these streets were shut down. 85th Avenue here is still open, but we have seen several law enforcement agencies here: Maple Grove, Rogers, Hennepin County Sheriff's Office, Anoka County Sheriff's Office, Blaine, Osseo, Robbinsdale, and we're told obviously State Patrol and FBI are also here. When we first got here, maybe about 15-20 minutes or so, when we first arrived, we saw a caravan of law enforcement going into this neighborhood, armored vehicles, SWAT vehicles. So from the outside, the roads here, obviously 85th Avenue is open, but we believe there is a very intensive manhunt search going on inside this area. That's why they are telling people to stay in their homes. And as we've been saying, Paul and Tom have been doing a great job informing people that if you see a law enforcement officer, which you believe is a law enforcement officer, by themselves, to call 911, because we're told by the Brooklyn Park Police Chief during that news conference that they have paired everyone up into twos because of this suspect impersonating a law enforcement officer. So that shelter in place remains in effect. It has been going on now all morning long as this search and manhunt continue for this suspect. This has been a very dark day in Minnesota history, and it is going to continue here until we can hopefully catch this suspect or suspects. But at this point, we believe they're searching for one person in this manhunt. They have no one in custody. They believe they have some suspects in mind here, but that manifesto that was found in that car, as Tom Hauser said, and that information in that car will hopefully lead law enforcement into arresting this suspect. But at this point, like I said, here on the outskirts around this Edinburgh golf course neighborhood, the traffic is open, but everyone going in and out are being thoroughly checked, and this has been going on all morning long.
Hey,
Paul?
Joe, this is Tom. Quick question for you, and forgive me if you've mentioned this, a lot of moving parts coming back here, as you can imagine. Are the State Patrol helicopters in the air? Have you seen?
We have not seen, we have not seen any helicopters in the air. Obviously, it's very overcast. I don't know if that is playing a role. We have not seen any drones.
Because, they have a brand new helicopter that they just landed on the front lawn of the state capitol a few weeks ago that has all kinds of amazing capability to see through all kinds of things, and I think it can fly in all kinds of weather. So I was just curious about whether you've seen any air support yet in the search, especially around that golf course. So just something that we'll keep an eye on, and we'll check with the State Patrol.
All right. Joe Mason on the scene there at Edinburgh in Brooklyn Park. This is the neighborhood where Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband lived, and of course both shot and killed in this incident early this morning. And Tom, I know that, and I'll mention this just for folks, that you continue to be on your phone because you are, as our chief political reporter, you know all of these people on a very personal level, and so I know that you are going back and forth with different people trying to find new information on that. Some new information that we've just gotten actually is coming from State Patrol. I want to show you this because they have this suspect's vehicle. His vehicle was outside with lights flashing, looking like a law enforcement vehicle outside Melissa Horton's home, and so they were able to keep that vehicle, and this is what they found inside. They found these white pages that say "No Kings" on it, and as you look at this, coming directly from State Patrol, and it says, given the targeted shootings of state lawmakers overnight, we are asking the public to not attend today's planned demonstration actions out of an abundance of caution.
Yeah, and they say across Minnesota. In fact, I know when I drove here this morning, 94 is shut down, so I had to divert over to Lake Street to get east-west. And there was a demonstration, a small one on a corner
Going on
of one of these
this
No
morning.
Kings rallies on Lake Street in Minneapolis.
And here's the thing, that information just coming out, probably before these folks.
They were already there.
They were already there, but the great news about this particular scene that we're seeing, and we've not had any reports of anything other than peaceful demonstrations out there this morning, but when it's coming from State Patrol, and they're saying, don't attend these, you have to heed those warnings. You have to really listen to that. But again, it's probably a good bet those people were already planned to be there and out there this morning. We continue to find out more and more information about this, and it moves slow and then it moves fast. Because once they figure out who they're looking for, we're going to continue to track it. We want to go over because Senator Hoffman and his wife are over at Mercy Hospital right now. We have Ryan Raish out there. He is stationed outside the hospital. He continues to look and gather for new information. And Ryan, what do you have for us right now?
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet this morning. We've been watching very closely the front entrance here of the emergency department of the Mercy Hospital here at Coon Rapids. There has been police officers on and off throughout the morning. Right now there's 2 security guards with Allina Hospital right there at the front of the emergency department, but it's our understanding that Senator John Hoffman and his wife were taken here after being shot 5 to 6 times. You heard the governor earlier today say they are cautiously optimistic that both of them are going to pull through. Again, shot 5 to 6 times. Even a family member of the senator confirmed that as well. So we've been paying very close attention to the coming and goings here of the emergency department. There's some other media here across the street here at Mercy Hospital. Obviously, as you guys have mentioned, there's a heightened state of awareness even over here and outside the hospital. Tom Hauser brought it up earlier that police officers are on guard watching the senator given this heightened state of awareness. So we're going to stay out here and keep an eye at the front door, and we'll keep you posted on what else we learn throughout the day. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Ryan, information coming in, and you're watching very carefully. Matt Belanger has been tracking some details with the FBI. And of course, Matt, this is not only a local story, this is a national and beyond story that is developing here in Minnesota today.
Yeah, Paul and Tom getting confirmation in the past couple of hours. The FBI on the ground in a big way here in Minnesota this morning, assisting in this active search for this wanted suspect after these deadly shootings this morning. And the urgent warning too that you just mentioned, but I want to recap some of this big wave of new information that we've been getting into the newsroom here as we approach the noon hour this Saturday morning, talking about this urgent warning from top public safety officials right now that people should not go out and protest or demonstrate today, not only in the metro area, but anywhere across Minnesota. I think we have a live view right now of one of these No Kings rallies in St. Paul this morning. It's happening right now at St. Paul College, in fact. One of just many of these events that are planned for today across the state, pushing back against the Trump administration. And again, just in the past couple of minutes, state officials revealed for us why they are asking these individuals not to be out demonstrating today. Remember, the wanted suspect that they're looking for was said to be impersonating a police officer. And authorities have recovered that squad. Well, it was an SUV that looked like a police squad vehicle, but they recovered that SUV that the suspect was in. And inside, and we may be able to show that for you here this morning, they did share a photo of what they found in that vehicle, and it was pages and pages with No Kings written on it. There it is right there on your screen this morning. Again, that information coming from the Minnesota Department of Public Safety. Top public safety officials in Minnesota sharing that photo of this evidence. Somewhat breaking, with tradition here, this early in an investigation to be making this public.